I want to welcome you all to the Saloom High Point Showroom for April 2015. Let's take a look around. Now, as you can see, we're in the Skyline Collection room, and we're looking at the Kona Ellipse table done in Rockport. And this finish looks absolutely beautiful on this table, a nice, rich charcoal gray. This table also comes in a smaller size, a 36 by 72 ellipse, and a whole bunch of round sizes. We're showing this with the Model 100 chair in a new fabric called flannel. Now we're talking about the Peter Francis collection, and this piece is called the Grace Table. It's called Grace because it's graceful. I think from the camera angle you can see that there's an arc down this length of the table that goes inward, and then there's another arc at the outside, at the ends of the table, that goes outward. A graceful arc in the leg. That's a folded steel leg that comes in 3 steel colors: chrome, natural, and a blackened steel. Grace table comes in what you're seeing here, which is called calico hickory. It also comes in black walnut or in maple, and if it's in maple, it comes in any one of about 15 stain colors. We're showing it with our web chair, and I want you to see the quilting and kind of the random pattern of the quilting in the chair. We've changed this chair recently and increased the padding in the seat, and it's super comfortable. Here we have the Zen Buffet. This is the 75-inch unit. It also comes in a 57-inch unit. This one is shown in hickory. It's also available in our black walnut and in maple. The steel legs also come in the 3 colors to match the table legs. This case has the touch latches, but this case is also available with some little steel pulls. Out on the factory floor, we've seen more and more natural maple orders coming through lately, so we thought we'd bring a natural maple table down to High Point. This style is called Iris, and it is 60-inch round table. We paired it with our slip U chair in a new fabric, and the name of the fabric is Chambray. Here we have the serpent base, part of the Peter Francis collection. We've never painted it white before. We always use natural stains, and we think it looks great in the simple white finish. This is a 1/2-inch glass top that's 44 by 72 inches. Here we're showing a Sunbrella fabric. We dare to invite people to use white fabrics because with Sunbrella, the cleanability story makes that possible. This is the Lem Leg Table. The Lem Leg is made out of 3/8 diameter steel rods, all bent inside each other to make a very sturdy leg. This one is 36 by 72 inches long. It's shown in our Nantucket finish, which is a beautiful light gray tone. We have paired the Stretch U chair with the Lem Leg Table. It has a solid maple base with mortise and tenon joints inside these miter joints, and it has a sturdy plywood shell covered in foam and fabric. This is the Avon base in a 42-inch round top. The Avon is very similar to our Nova base. It's been selling well for years, but it's the soft version. Some people love Nova because it has a crisp line on the edge and angular legs. But some people prefer this soft look. So we have a soft swept edge here, and there are radiuses on the edges of the legs. So this is kind of another version of Nova, soft Nova, called Avon. Now we're looking at the Alton Table in a 42 by 60-inch size, and also with an 18-inch leaf. This table is in a new color called Aurora, and it's a deep brown color without red in it, and we're trying to go after a walnut look. We're also showing here the Model 14 chair in a new fabric called Ramie. With the Alton Table, we're showing the taper bench. The one I'm sitting on here is 60 inches long, and this bench also comes in a 48-inch length. Here is the Dartmouth Leg Table from Skyline Collection. This table is 42 by 72 with 120-inch leaf. And the interesting thing about this table is this piece of angle iron. It's 2x2 angle iron that's routed into a very substantial 3-inch oak leg that tapers down to 2 inches at the floor. And we're showing this with a model 214 chair in Sumbrella fabric. And the name of the fabric is Jive Sparrow. I'm sitting at the Lennox Leg Table in the Skyline Collection. This table is a 42 by 72 and it's in our burnt oak color with a wire brush top. It's got a simple and substantial plank leg that's 6 inches wide at the top and tapers down to 5 inches at the floor. And this is paired with our 202 chair, a shorter version of our 60 Parsons chair, shown in a fabric called straw. Here we have the Lennox Bench from the Skyline Collection. It's got a lot of cool angles in it and a nice steel rod detail that penetrates right through this strut. All that stuff makes the bench very sturdy, and it's available in 4 different lengths to make sure that it fits under and between legs and trestle bases. This is the Tremont Trestle Base table. It's a 42 by 80 size and it's in our weathered oak. Each one of the 7 finishes in South End are offered in a wire brushed surface or a non-wire brushed surface. This is the split bench. It's called the split bench because it's split right down the middle. And each of the 2 halves are slightly cupped in and it makes the bench very comfortable. It's also got a lot of nice angles in the base and a stretcher that comes right through and penetrates out the side. And there's some subtle little angles on the edges. This is the super cool Biped Stool. It's supported on only 2 legs because we use this sturdy steel ring to act as the footrest and also to go back here and support the stool. Again, in the Skyline Collection, we're looking here at the Boylston Base on a 48-inch round table with an 18-inch leaf. In some of the South End styles we use steel for an industrial look, and in others no steel because we know not everybody wants the industrial look. This is our model 260 chair, again in a Sumbrella fabric. Okay, now we're looking at our South End Collection. This is all Appalachian red oak furniture, and this style is called the Cambridge Base. It's one of the better sellers in South End. This is a 54-inch round, and it is in the color called Espresso Oak. It's a nice rich dark color with some like reddish undertones. This is our 203 chair, and again we're using a Sumbrella fabric, and it's called Linen Silver. And here we have the matching 60-inch buffet. We've been working very hard on our counter stool business, and we've got a bunch of new models to tell you all about. We're now in a position where almost all of our good selling models have a fixed counter stool to go along with the chair style. This style is new. This style here, the number 13 style, is new. This nice country ladder back is new. The Parson chair is new, and also this style that goes with our 28 chair down at the end is new. And we also have a very aggressive price promotion in play that you should ask your rep about on all of these stools and all other Saloom stools. And I want to remind you that the full book of Sumbrella home fabrics are available, and they're great on counter stools, very functional, and all of these black and white that we have on here now are Sumbrella fabrics. Here we have our York leg table in a 42 by 72 size, featuring a hand planed top. And we've paired it with the number 100 chair. What we're trying to do here is just mix ingredients, almost an antique looking top with a very updated chair. This is our AP base table in a 48-inch round, in a finish we've never really used before. We went to a heritage finish. This is Heritage Cameo. And we're showing it with the number 28 chair in a new fabric called Violetta Baltic, which is a Sumbrella fabric. Nice blue-green floral pattern. This is our Saber Leg Table, and again with the Mondo top. In this case, because it's a leg table, it's 1.5 inches thick top. The Saber Leg is a proven great seller for many years, but getting a little tired. And now what we've got here is we've updated it with the thicker Mondo top with a really cool brushed Rockport finish. And it really has been transformed and kind of updated. Another cool new fabric this market, shown on our Model 60 chair. It's called Pollen. The Quincy base, new last market. Here we have it with a 42 by 80 inch top in brushed Nantucket. This is my favorite table in the showroom this market. I think it's really cool, nice updated look. Take a look at the architecture in the base, the struts and the steel detail. We're showing it with our 14 chair in Rockport, another fairly new finish, and again we're showing us umbrella fabric. This is a new buffet this market. It is in our Rockport finish, and it has some really cool kind of pewter hardware. It's got a little bit of industrial feel, but not overdone. It's a very popular layout of drawers and doors. It sells well, and it has a nice slab base on it. This is our Woodstock table. It's a 48-inch round with an 18-inch leaf, and we're showing it here in heritage slate. So it's a basic country style, but it's a little more sophisticated in this new gray finish. This is the 18 chair in a new fabric this market called Van Gogh. It's kind of a funky floral pattern. This is our Devon table. It's a 60-inch round, and the finish is called Distressed Flax. The new thing about this table is this super thick edge, 2¼ inches thick, that we call Mondo. Mondo's a big new thing for the company because it's offered on every Saloom New England table size, every base, all the squares, rectangles, rounds, ovals. It is not yet available on boats. With the Devon table, we're showing the 102 chair in Meridian fabric. Very colorful new fabric this market. This is our Ashford table in our Newcastle collection. And here we're showing it in our new finish called Rockport. And it's a nice charcoal gray, and it kind of updates a very traditional style. The chair model is our 31, and again we're using this umbrella fabric. This is the Kent pedestal base. It's a 54-inch round top in our Java color. We're showing with our 34 chair, where we're featuring a new fabric called Moonstar, which is kind of a updated floral pattern. This is our Cheshire trestle base table. It's shown here in a 42 by 66 size with a 20-inch leaf, and the finish is called Heritage Fruit Wood. We're also featuring on this our planked tabletop surface, which really makes it look like it's an old table made of separate planks, and one is low, one is high, but it has no grooves in it for catching crumbs. And we're showing it with the model 35 armchair and side chairs. This is the Bristol table from our Newcastle collection. The finish is called Heritage Rye. It's a 60-inch round, and it's shown with our model 61 chair, which has a little crown on the top. This is in a sunbrella fabric. You can choose any sunbrella fabric or any of our other 100 fabrics on this chair. This is our 68-inch buffet in Newcastle. An important detail is this nice burl inlay in the door fronts, and the way the drawer is kind of integrated into the cabinet. Ball bearing glides on the drawer.